celebrating 15 years of this beloved foolery.
Who decided that one little trash bag was going to be enough to catch all this urine?
And Jim's a big guy, too.
Well, here I go, because I'm not holding it any longer.
Hey,
baby.
You're moving the bag.
Yeah.
There he goes. Okay, cut it off. Get on the bag. Get on the bag.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
We don't have Sonics.
Like Sonic's, the burger place?
Not the Supersonic. But the Sonic drive-in, the burger place. I don't know.
I've got one within 45 minutes of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
That wasn't there when I was living there, was it?
Down in Lewiston? I think so, yeah.
Really? I didn't even know that.
I don't know. I saw people always talk about Sonic, but I've only had one with you, and I didn't think it was that great. It was in Bakersfield. You got one in Bakersfield you could drive over to.
Yeah. I'll do that right away. I like Sonic. I think Sonic's great. I don't know. I'm a bit torn on this. They have pickle fries now.
Ooh, I like pickles. I like fries. I don't know about together. Wait, are they deep frying pickles? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, but they're slicing them up like French fries.
Okay.
They do this with the green beans at Habit. They put like a kind of a batter on them. It's like a tempura batter. It's excellent. I love them. They're so good. But that's green beans. Green beans are meant to be eaten hot. Pickles are meant to be eaten cold. But isn't deep fried pickle like a favorite fare?
I don't know. Maybe it's a Southern thing. They deep fry everything, right? We have some friends that always invite us over for dinner, and everything is deep fried. We even did a deep fried meat where they cut up cubes of steak and you deep fry it in oil. It actually turned out pretty good.
That's good.
It actually did. And they had a bunch of
excellent.
different sauces and stuff. But my wife is not a fan of deep fried stuff. She's like, yeah, we're going to take a break from that.
May 2nd through June 26th is when they're going to be available at the Sonic. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find my way to it. Ooh, that is when I am taking a vacation in June. I'm going to the land of Sonic, and that is Florida.
Yes!
So I'm going to hit up. I'm going to get at the end of the promotion. I'll get the leftover dill pickle fries, and I will
get on your phone,
report.
do a little video, and upload it to the Facebook or the Instagram of you giving us your review of the dill pickle fries. Now, I've also see here they have the big dill cheeseburger. You're holding out the best part. You're saving the headline. The big dill cheeseburger.
I think the pickle fries are the headline.
But they put pickle fries on the cheeseburger.
But this is listen. If you go to Jack in the Box, you could have gotten this anytime. Have you ever asked for extra pickles at Jack in the Box?
No, I
had a
have
friend that used to do this. He's like, "Can I get extra pickles on my burger?" And I don't know if the people were mad that he asked for it, or trying to send a message or something like that, because they would put like 30 pickle slices on this burger, and that's what's the point?
I don't know what they do at Jack in the Box. These people, listen, I've asked for extra mayo on my chicken sandwich because if it's dry, I don't like it. And oh my God, it's like they emptied a quarter of the tub on top of this thing.
Yeah, are they trying to send a message?
Hell? I can't.
Are they trying to send a message?
So now I asked for, can I also get a couple mayonnaise packets, and I do it myself. Best way to do it. Can I get pickles on the side? But here's the thing. They're onto it. It says that it's served with a creamy dill ranch sauce. I mean,
which is
dill
good.
is in ranch, right? You know that, right? I mean, if you don't pay attention, a lot of ranch sauces have dill in them.
Yeah, but not everyone does. And if they do put it in there, it's not enough. I like to taste the dill.
Yeah, but I mean, tartar sauce and ranch both have dill in them. Oh. If it's over dilled, it's too much. But here's the thing. Taking a regular pickle and dipping it in ranch dressing is probably my favorite thing to put ranch in outside of cucumbers. It is so good. And it's like they were meant to be. So anyways, try that sometime. And Grillo's, by the way, Costco has them. Get the Grillo pickles. They're in the refrigerator section. They're in a plastic clear bucket. They're just floating in dill and garlic. It is the best pickle, and they're always very crispy. I think that's why they have to be in the cooler section, because a lot of stuff when they pickle it, I don't know if you know this, Jeff, I have a friend that pickles stuff. I didn't know this until he told me that when you pickle something to jar it and you're not going to refrigerate it, you cook it first. You cook it in the jar almost, and then you get it really chilled. With when you do it the other way and it's going to be in the refrigerator, you don't have to cook it. And when you cook stuff, as you know, it makes it soft. So,
is it too early to be talking about pickles?
Never.
I mean,
No.
I feel so you would eat a pickle for breakfast?
Oh yeah, I eat pickles all the time. Pickles is one of my favorite things. As a matter of fact, I've got a whole if we did cribs right now, I've got jalapeno, cribs from MTV. I got jalapeno and garlic stuffed olives. I've got pickled asparagus.
You would eat all this right now?
I've got 3 different kinds of pickles in there, from spicy to just regular.
What time did you get up this morning?
I get up at 4:45 usually.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, most people.
My alarm's always set for 5, but I always get up at
Dip your
4:45.
pickle in ranch dressing.
That's right. Do it, and don't forget.
Spending 4 hours in a box together every day can make you say crazy things. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
I don't know what's going on, but people are losing their damn minds. This guy named John Valencia, he was at a place called Stater Brothers. It's a grocery store down in San Bernardino.
Yeah, familiar with it. Drive by it all the time.
Oh, you do?
Maybe
Okay.
I should stop in there.
Well, we've all been at a grocery store and had this happen. We're all standing there, and you're like, dude, seriously, can somebody, there's 9 registers here, and they have 1 going, or they have 2 going. Smart and Final in Arroyo Grande is famous for this. And it's like, dude, can somebody please open another register? Well, apparently, it didn't. When he asked the manager and he got ignored, he didn't like that.
And I was like, well, thank you, great customer service. And at that time is when he responded, and he goes, what'd you say? And I was like, well, great customer service. I was saying, excuse me, sir, and you ignored me. I seen that he was angry. I didn't think that he was going to put his hands on me.
Yeah, apparently the store staff beat on him when they asked to open another register. Things got they escalated quickly, you could say.
I had me on the ground, and I seen them trying to close the door, and I was trying to kick the door open, so they went and closed it. And they grabbed my legs and pulled them up, and then they were holding me down. Well, 2 of them started beating on me, and then they started kicking me on my face, and then they started stomping on my back and stomping on my head while they were holding me down. And this was going on for a good while. And then finally somebody was saying, let him up. And,
He's crying.
Finally they let me up.
He's getting emotional. He just hit a turkey
Yeah, it sounds like he's
before
starting to
he did
cry.
that interview. He just hit a turkey,
Yeah.
and he's very, very emotional.
You listen to some Toto.
Some people live their dreams.
I had me
just
on
want
the
good
ground.
customer service.
I had me on the ground, and I seen them trying to close the door, and I was trying to kick the door open, so they went and closed it.
His wife was there. I'm sorry, wasn't there, but she's very thankful that somebody was able to get their phone out and be the
There were so many people in that store, and so many employees, and so many people that were given the chance to help, and nobody did. She was the only one, and I know that she couldn't have done much physically against all those people, so I'm just thankful that she did record it and that she was willing to share that recording.
I can't believe this is a true story. That he asked somebody to open another, register, and next thing you know, the guy ignores him. So he says, "Hey, thanks a lot, jerk," and he didn't even say that. Apparently, he must have said something, because the next thing you know, the manager turns around and pops him. And
It's all about tone.
And then and then the other bag boy shows up, starts kicking him in the head.
Listen, I was at a grocery store the other day, and they had signs up on the cash register, or the plexiglass that they had up, and it said, "Hey, thanks for your patience. We are trying everything we can to be speedy and provide good customer service, but we are experiencing employee shortage right now." This has got to be very stressful for people that work in anything customer service. I'm not just saying grocery stores.
No, but this is a good lesson for society, all right? People that work in the customer service industry have had it with you jerks, all right? And this guy probably wasn't even being that big a jerk, but there's been so many other jerks out there that have led up to this situation. People have had it. And next thing you know, you're going to be on the ground getting your head kicked in. So you might want to think twice about what you say and your tone.
Careful. You don't want to learn from this. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Another shot for you to win those tickets to see Journey. Just text the word FAIR, F-A-I-R, to the 805-BEER text lines at 805-543-3693. Be with us at 8:40 this morning. You could win a pair of tickets instantly.
As you know, I'm not a big fan of Disney right now.
A lot of people are having some issues with Disney. And
used to be a huge fan of Disney.
Well, you get political.
My kids, but now it's the trajectory of my kids' ages has worked out okay with this one because they're now like thinking Disney's like, more kid stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. We're switching. We're doing Universal Studios. So we got a trip to Universal Studios planned for the summer, and we had to cancel our tickets that we bought through Disney. You know how long we were on the phone collectively over many sessions with Disney?
It's like dropping your satellite provider or your cable TV provider.
Jesus.
Well, let me get you to the retention department. No, I don't want I'm done.
They aren't quite there yet, although if you take a look at their stock and the backlash from their plan to get adults to talk to their support of adults talking to kids about their private parts. It's going to affect Disney. I at first I thought, Disney's too big of a corporation to have this really affect them, but now I'm thinking it is affecting Disney quite negatively. But we were on hold for. We added up the time of all the sessions. Like my wife, she did it on her phone. She would go back and look at all the calls, and it was 4 hours and 47 minutes.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Like they would wear us down, and what we did is we canceled it, and the bulk of the payment went back onto the debit card that we paid it on. But then when we put our initial $200 down payment on the deposit, I guess, the $200 deposit on the trip, we did that with a different card, and we couldn't see where it was going back to that card. We went and looked at all our cards. We couldn't see it. So we were like, hey, you guys still owe us $200. So we finally got to somebody. They're like, okay, we'll go ahead and get that $200 back to your card.
Oh, so it didn't take you 4 hours just to cancel. It took you probably 4 hours to get your money back.
Yeah, we canceled within, I don't know. It was about the initial phone call, I would say it was longer than 50 minutes.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
It was longer than 50 minutes. And it's weird because we called them, we told them what we were calling in for. Then we were on hold for like 10 minutes. We're like, we're going to call back and say, we tried to game the system. We're going to call back and say we're making a reservation. But then when they pick up the phone, and I kid you not, when they picked up, like when we said we were wanting to make a reservation, they picked up the phone within 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
And then we told them what the situation was, and then they kicked us back on the hold.
You should do that with
50
flights.
minutes.
If you do that with flights, like if you call to modify something or figure out something about your flight, and if you don't say book a new flight, then you're on hold for a long time.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you do that with some companies is the retail people versus the customer service people are different. Then they still ends up you still end up having to wait a long time.
Oh yeah, you get put back into that queue, which is worse than standing in line for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, or whatever the ride's called, the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland. We're asking, this is the SurfNet Communications poll question today. Have you ever been on hold longer than 1 hour with customer service? What do you think the responses will be on this one?
Overwhelming, yes.
How about you? I know you as a person of little patience.
Yeah, I just hang up.
Those are options: yes, no, or I don't let it get that far.
Dumbass of the Day now brought to you by California Diesel and RV, reminding you that there are good decisions and questionable ones. And when it comes to diesel and RV repair, they want you to rely on the faces you know and the people you trust. If you don't know them, you don't trust them, let me tell you this. If it runs on diesel, they're your people. Stop by and get to know the folks at California Diesel and RV. 1189 Pike Lane in Oceano.
Hey, let's do Dumbass of the Day.
And it sucks being I'm a tall guy, I'm 6'4", and I always feel like I let my dad down, you know, because his friends are always like, yeah, your kid's probably pretty good at hoops, huh? And my dad's like, no, he stinks. I'm like, all right, easy, you know, I got other qualities, you know, I'm good at reaching crap, you know, a tremendous stretcher, and, you know, if there's a basketball on the top shelf, I could probably get that, you know. I'm not really that bad, you know, like I'm okay, because I'm tall, so I'm decent, you know, like if I shot 20 free throws, I can make like 1 or 2, you know, which is like WNBA good. You know what I mean? That's
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Off to the state you want to retire in again. It's Florida. A mother accused of making a bomb threat at a Florida high school after someone identified her voice in a voicemail. Apparently, she called the school threatening to blow that mother effer up over the amount of food her son was being given at lunch. Her name is Anana Smith. She was arrested after the phone number was traced to her home, and somebody from the school, a resource officer, recognized her voice. Apparently, her son had gotten in a verbal argument with a cafeteria worker the day the threat was made because he wanted more food, Jeff. He was on the free lunch program. I had a friend on the free lunch program. He got hot lunch every day. Chicken nuggets, burritos, pizza. You know what I got? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was always smashed by the Diet Pepsi my mom put in the bag.
He didn't get the Russell Wilson plan for the free lunch, though. Now, you know what that is, right?
No.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
So we can make jokes about him now because he doesn't play for our team anymore.
Yeah, but nobody gets that joke but you, me, and maybe one other person.
No. If you follow the grossness that is Russell Wilson and his wife on Instagram,
Unlimited.
You know what unlimited grossness. Oh, God. Nasty.
Here she is when she bonded out of jail. This is what she had to say to reporters.
She doesn't have that number. That's not her number. Not her son, not her telephone, not her anything. It's all going to be cleared up. We're going to take care of her, but there are definitely some people who need to be held accountable because this is not the way that it's supposed to go.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry. That was her sister that was talking about her. We're going to get to the bottom of this? Well, your crazy-ass sister called in a bomb threat, said she was about to blow the mother effer up because her fat kid didn't get enough food.
Because it wasn't on the unlimited plan. I can't hear the word unlimited and not think about how gross Russell Wilson is. I saw it on the back of a car the other day. It said unlimited, and I thought it was a reference to how gross Russell Wilson's Instagram account is.
Unlimited.
Such an embarrassment. I'm so glad he's playing for Denver now.
Anya Matoya Smith for calling in a bomb threat because your kid apparently was not happy at the amount of food he got for free.
It wasn't unlimited.
You're Jeff and Jeremy's.
Unlimited.
Dumbass of the Day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ. Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.